woman, you got to come back to the Most High. You Hispanics, you got to come back to the Most High. Hold on, read it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7.
This is for you. Check it out.
I form the light.
The Lord said he created the light you need to see, to go to work every day. The Lord, he created that light. He can shut that light off. When he removes that electricity and the sun go down, you ain't gonna see a damn thing. Because it's the Most High's will, how we live and thrive on this planet. A lot of us don't respect the Most High, like I was saying prior to you walking in. So the Lord, in a nutshell, said he creates a light, come on,
And create darkness.
and the Lord, he creates darkness. The sun, and when the sun goes down, he creates those things. Come on.
I make peace.
The Lord said he makes peace. Come on.
And create evil.
And creates evil. So is there gonna be peace in the Middle East? Is there gonna be peace with Korea? Are there gonna be peace with the so-called Arabs, who are known as the Ishmaelites in the Bible? It's not gonna be any peace. The Lord don't want any peace. The Lord is tired of what he sees on this planet. The Lord is tired. That's why you in Florida, do they have peace there? Peace of mind? You don't have any peace of mind because the Lord's judgment, that's what's coming to this country. Do you believe that? You believe in God? Of course you don't. Believe in God? You gotta believe in God.
I believe in something.
I
I believe in a very high spiritual power.
So when you need information from this very high spiritual power, where do you go? Yourself?
I go to a mason jar that contains something that gets me there.
Excuse me?
I go to a mason jar that helps me get there.
A base?
A mason jar. Mason jar.
A mason jar. Really? So now I guess that's your moonshine in the mason jar. You understand?
Cannabis.
I mean, that don't make any sense. See, and this is the mind frame of the so-called Americans. You know, these all white people that's up in Congress and in the Senate, they see the youth of their people going down the drain. You can tell the quality of a nation by its children and how its children think. And America is a mess. America ain't gonna last very long. America is gonna fall. And the bigwigs up in Washington, D.C., or in England that really run this society, they know this. You think it's the president and these people in DC that really run this country or this world. That's a lie. It's the rich money banking families that run this world. And they're investing a lot of money in the destruction of America and various parts of this earth. Meanwhile, we getting drunk and drinking Jaegers and smoking weed and checking out the Rangers at 34th Street, trying to distract ourselves from reality. That's what we're doing. We're trying to run away from reality, but the reality is going to hit you. In Florida, that's reality.
We just ran from Florida.
What's that?
We just ran from Florida. We're here from Miami.
You're here from Miami?
We drove up. As soon as we knew it was bad, it's like, I'm not waiting. Let's go.
What part of
North Miami.
Okay, North Miami.
Yeah, my house is boarded up and I'm praying that whatever.
You might be going home to no home.
Right. We're already prepared for it.
Prepared for it?
Oh, we're prepared for it.
How are you prepared to go to no home?
Because I don't have a home really.
Pretty much.
What's that?
Just like what he said.
I really don't have a home. My home is with me and the people I love.
Well, you're going to see a lot of homeless people.
Yeah.
And you know what? Those insurance companies now going to be able to pay out all that money because they're corrupt too. This whole system is corrupt.
The whole system's fucked.
This whole system is corrupt. But now you're going to become like the so-called blacks who are poor in this country at some point. You're going to be like the so-called Hispanics who are poor in this country at some extent. You're going to be like that. Because the glory days of America is on our last leg. It's going out the window. The glory days of America is on our last leg. And we see, you know how we see it? From the Holy Bible. Give me Revelation. I want to show you something. Revelation is the 18th chapter and the 4th verse. One of my favorite scriptures. Listen, the glory days is over. That's why I asked you if you read the Bible. When you read the Bible, the so-called blacks in this country, they're the Jews. Did you know that? We got brothers in Florida, Miami. Understand? They teach the same thing we teach.
There you go.
And the blacks in this country, as well as Hispanics, they're Jews. You're going to find it out. A lot of Haitians in Florida.
A lot of Haitians.
They're God's chosen people. God's chosen people. And you're going to find that out. And the so-called white man, you're going to find out you have done really great, serious, vast evil all around this planet. Not just in Florida, but all throughout this world. That's why they're going to Texas. A lot of blacks were lynched in Texas.
Yeah.
A lot of Texans hate black people. You understand?
There's a lot of people in Florida that hate black people too.
There you go.
A lot of racist motherfuckers.
So it's only just that the Most High brought that storm down. It's only just.
Everybody's got to get hit with it.
Everybody got to get hit.
God
the white man, you in your glory days, now the Most High he's bringing it down now.
God doesn't discriminate.
He doesn't discriminate.
He doesn't discriminate. It's everybody.
When it comes to evil and good, he doesn't discriminate.
No. And when God's trying to teach a lesson, he's just pushing the storm on everybody.
And guess what? The so-called black man who fell and went into slavery, all this that was done to them, the Lord did that because we were disobedient. We were naughty. Now you white people, you've been naughty for over 1,000 years on this earth. You are naughty as the Greeks.
My family's from the
You are
Middle
naughty
East.
as the Romans. You are naughty as Italians, Germans, Irish. Today, you have been naughty children. And now what happened to us is going to come right back on your heads. It's going to come back on your heads.
That's right.
Yep, chicken has come back to roots. You understand? What goes around comes around. You understand? And that's what's going to happen. Because it's called, a lot of you call it karma or yin and yang. The evil
There's a
and the
word
good
for it
and
in
the
every tradition. There's a word for it.
What's that? And guess
Every form of humanity has a word for it.
and guess what? Every society that when it was at its height came down at one point.
Like the Roman
The
Empire.
problem is a lot of white people, you think America's going to continue forever. Home of the brave.
It happens to everyone.
Excuse me?
It happens to everyone.
It happened to us, but guess what? It's going to happen to you white people. It's going to happen to you. So you read Revelation 13, 9, and 10 first. It's going to happen.
Let's hear this.
You understand? So it's going to come. You understand?
Let's hear this.
You know, they saying that thing in Florida has the potential of being the worst storm in the history of this country.
That's right.
The history of this country. So these are all signs and times that we are in the last days, and that everybody is going to have to respect this Bible. Everyone's got to respect Christ and the
Never
Most.
respect the Bible, just respect each and every one.
What's that?
Just respect each other. It's not about respecting your Bible.
Why should the black man respect you?
I'm gonna
make it racial.
You have no reason to.
What's that?
You have no reason.
Oh, you don't hold this sign up here for 10 minutes. You tell me I don't have no reason
And
to?
I'm listening to you talk about it.
Okay,
for 10
look at
minutes.
this sign.
I see it.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Were the Jewish people not oppressed for years in Egypt? And I mean, black people
Who
were
were the
oppressed.
Jewish people that were oppressed in Egypt?
My people, the brown people.
No.
All my family's in the Middle
You're out of
East.
your mind. Is it?
All of my family's in the Middle
The
East.
people that were oppressed in Egypt were our forefathers. They were black.
So I'm from you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. The first person on the planet was black. We're all the same.
Show your lineage. We're direct descendants. We can prove that.
Prove it. No, wait.
We all come from you.
Wait, hold on. He made a point.
No, we can.
Okay, prove it. How can you prove it? Give me a book, give me a time, give me
Who
dates.
wrote the laws of Judaism? God, right?
Okay, Mosai.
What do you call
What is it called? Judaism.
No, it wasn't called Judaism then. You're right.
It was the
We
Israelites.
put words to everything.
And you
Who
bring
wrote
it
it? Wait, let me understand you. Who wrote them?
God gave it to Moses.
Right? Let's start with Moses.
Moses.
You believe in Moses?
Absolutely.
Now, Moses,
Watch your language, guys.
what's that?
Absolutely.
Can't help it.
Sorry.
That's his nation.
Not mine.
Moses,
It's bad practices over time that make people who they
Wait, I
are.
want to let's deal with him. Let's deal with him. Moses, did he pass as an Egyptian at one point?
He was an Egyptian. He was taken by the Pharaoh.
He passed as an Egyptian.
Exactly.
During the time of Moses, what color were the Egyptians? Weren't they dark like
They were dark like you, exactly.
Okay, hold on.
But geologically, where are people from?
Wait,
in the
let's
sun-ridden
go.
areas,
See, now
we're all dark-colored people.
If Moses passed for an Egyptian,
But let me ask you one question. Who do we come from?
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve, right?
Where were they?
Right?
dark.
Whether they were dark, white, black, or whatever. But who do we
Where
come from?
were they?
They are. I believe that they were. They were dark.
In Noah, it says that the
You
first
jumping around.
the first black person.
I was on your subject, and he said something.
But I want to bring something back because it's not about color. Because if Adam and Eve were black, white, green, purple, yellow,
But that's not.
whatever.
You just said you were black.
But whether they were, it's irrelevant.
Were they black or white?
They were probably black.
They were black. Not probably. They were black. They were black.
Judging by science and where people come from and everything, yes, they came from the earth. What color is the earth? The earth is black.
Very good.
There you go. Okay.
Straight out of Florida.
Let me just say that they were black. Okay, they were black.
Okay.
Moving forward.
So now, let's
were
move
they the
forward.
same two people?
Who?
I came from the same two people you came from.
You did. But now, where's your origin in the Bible? Let's get it. Give me a.
It's not about color. It's about who we came from. People want you to realize that we all came from the same two people. We're the same.
You are right. But guess what? You come out of black people. Okay, agree?
Yeah, but I don't want to separate anybody. I want to bring people together, right?
I don't want to be poor all my life.
No, you got to work for it. I was poor. I grew up homeless.
Unfortunately, that's where I'm at. Let's go in the Bible. Let's find out your origin, because you do come out of Adam and Eve. You do come out of that. You understand? But the origin of your people were not initially brown like me. What color are you?
I'm brown.
No, you're not brown. You're not brown. I'm brown.
This is my natural color.
I'm brown. That's not your natural color. Even in that Florida sunlight too long. What color are you? What color are you? White people like to say they're white. What color are you?
Hispanic.
Hispanic is not a color. You don't know your color. What color is this?
Alright, I'm white. That's right.
You're not. You said you're white. Do you match this or do you match that? Look at this sign. There's two colors. You got hands here, embodied around white. So-called white people, that's why I say so-called, like to consider themselves white. They call me black. Am I black? Look at my armband.
You as black as night.
What? Really? What color is this
Dark,
armband?
dark. You're black. That's black. That's brown.
Okay, I'm brown. Very good.
Okay.
Now let's move forward. Are you white?
Yes, I'm white.
You're this color.
Yes.
You are this color?
No.
Are you closer to this color of the hand, or are you closer to this color of the paper?
Neither.
Neither, really? Yeah, it's time for brother. Brother, is he closer to this color of the hand or this color of the paper?
In that society, you would be considered white.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's this going on?
I'm white.
Sir, you gonna tell me now? You
Looking
been
at it.
These two gentlemen,
We're white.
are they close to this color, paper, or the hand?
Neither.
Excuse me?
You want to be technical?
He looks closer to this color than this color. Look at his face. Look at his cheeks. Look at his cheeks. Look at his knuckles. Look at his knuckles.
Yeah, he's red.
There you go. There you go. Come on, man.
That's why they call him redneck in Texas.
Hey, come on, man.
Red.
There's a sun beating down in there. They said red.
How hard was that? So you are red. If I choke you, you turn red. If you're caught stealing or you're embarrassed, you turn red. When they say you blushing, what color you turn?
Red.
Okay, what color the hand?
Red.
What color is this hand?
Brown.
What color am I?
Brown.
What color are you?
White.
Red.
So let's get the origin. Let's get
Go to Genesis.
Now I'm gonna show you your origin. Now,
right.
I'm gonna show you your origin.
Quickly.
Read that. Read
This
this.
is Genesis chapter 25, verse 21.
Right.
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife.
So Isaac was a so-called black man. So-called meaning he was brown, but in today's society he would be labeled a black man.
Okay.
So he prayed for his wife that she would get pregnant. His wife couldn't conceive at the time, and he prayed to the Lord for his wife Rebecca, who was also brown. Come on.
Because she was barren.
Because she was barren. Come on.
And the Most High was entreated of him.
So the Most High heard his prayers. He went to someone to inquire as far as the Most High, what he was in prayer for his wife, and the Most High heard his prayers, and his wife became pregnant, as we're going to see as we read on. Come on.
And Rebecca, his wife, conceived.
So she got pregnant. There's power in prayer. You ever heard that term? There's power in prayer. He prayed to the Most High, and his wife Rebecca conceived. She got pregnant. Come on.
And the children struggled together.
Children is it's not singular, it's plural. It said the children struggle together within her. Come on.
And she said,
Come on.
if it be so,
Right.
why am I thus?
So because of all the struggling, she inquired to the Most High as well. If the Lord got me pregnant and blessed me and got me pregnant and made me pregnant, why am I so? Why is all this struggling going on in my womb? Come on.
And she went to inquire of the Most High.
So she had questions and she went to inquire of the Lord. Come on.
And the Lord said unto her,
Now check it out. This is very important. The Lord said unto this black woman, so-called black woman, who was blessed with children, twins, come on,
two nations are in thy womb.
the beginning of your people, which is a nation, and the beginning of my people, which is a nation. The Lord said two nations are in her womb. Come on.
And two manner of people,
Meaning two people with two different characteristics. Because black people, we don't act like white people, and white people don't act like black people. As much as we try to fit in with each other, we don't act alike. We have two different characteristics. Come on.
shall be separated
So two manners of people shall be separated. Come on.
from thy bowels.
Come on.
And the one people
And one people out of the two. One nation out of the two nations. Come on.
shall be stronger than the other people.
One nation is going to be stronger than another. Guess who was the stronger nation? Our people. That's why we had to go through slavery. That's why your people put drugs in our community. That's why you give us bad television, poor education. You keep us in slums. You keep us in jail. You keep us down because if you ever put us on an equal playing field, we would surpass you immediately. We would surpass you. Come on.
And the elder,
Now check it out. The elder child, it's almost finished. The elder child is born out of the twins. The one that's born first, that would be the oldest child. The elder, come on,
shall serve the
is
younger.
going to be a slave to the younger. The one that's born first is going to be a slave to the younger. Come on.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled,
When the 9 months was up, come on,
behold, there were twins in her womb.
twins, but not identical twins. They were twins in her womb. Come on.
And the first came out red,
And the first came out what?
red.
Just like you so-called white people. The first came out red. Come on. All over. Come on.
Like a hairy garment.
Like a hairy garment. And white people are known to be very hairy and red. From the top of the head down to the feet. Look at his arms. Look how hairy his arms are. You understand? Most black people are not hairy like that. You understand? Most Hispanics are not hairy like that. But the Lord said, read that part again. And the first?
And the first came out red.
First child was born that was ordained to be a slave shall be red. Come on. All over his body. Come on.
Like a hairy garment.
You white people, you're known to be very hairy, and you are red. So this is a sign, physical sign, that you biblically have a nationality. You are known as the children of Esau. The Lord said the first shall come out red all over like a hairy garment. You're red and you're hairy. You are the children of Esau. Everybody on this planet has a biblical nationality. Everybody. There's no such thing as West Indians, and Europeans, and Germans, and Jamaicans. There's no such thing.
Okay, answer this. My mom's white, European Jewish, and my dad's black. What am I?
What? You are who your father is.
Okay.
You plant apples in the ground, what type of tree grows?
But now, I think
Wait,
biblically...
hear my question. If you plant an apple seed in the ground, what type of tree grows?
Oh, it's an apple
There
tree.
you go. A pine cone is not going to come out the ground. You are who your father is.
So, suppose I marry a white woman.